Welcome back to RF Coins, today the channel where we dive deep into the history, value, rarity, and hidden treasures of United States coins that may be sitting right in your pocket change. Today's spotlight is on a coin that may look ordinary to most people but is far from it when you consider its history, condition, and collector demand. Yes, we are talking about the 1987 Lincoln penny, a coin that carries the legacy of Abraham Lincoln, the memory of the Philadelphia Mint, and a hidden market value that might surprise you. So sit tight and watch until the end, because you may just discover that the 1987 penny in your collection could be worth much more than just 1 cent. Introduction to the 1987 penny. The 1987 Lincoln penny belongs to the iconic Lincoln cent series, which started in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. By 1987, the penny was already nearly 80 years old in design history. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, this coin features the P Mint mark under the date on the obverse side. The obverse, of course, showcases Victor David Brenner's timeless portrait of Lincoln, while the reverse still carried the Lincoln Memorial design that had been in use since 1959. Now, what makes this particular penny so fascinating is not only its history but also its potential hidden collector value. Millions were produced, but only a small fraction remain in pristine condition, and that is where the story gets interesting. In 1987, the United States economy was going through important transitions. It was the era of Ronald Reagan's presidency, and inflation was impacting the value of money. Even though the penny was still widely circulated, discussions about whether it was even necessary had already begun. Yet, the Mint continued striking these coins in the hundreds of millions, ensuring their presence in every pocket and purse across America. The Philadelphia Mint did not traditionally place a mint mark on coins, but by 1980, the letter P was added to identify coins from that location. That makes the 1987 Lincoln penny part of an important timeline in U.S. coinage history, representing both tradition and modern minting practices, mintage and availability. The 1987 Lincoln penny had an enormous mintage of over 4.6 billion coins. With numbers like that, it's no surprise that most people believe the coin is only worth face value. However, coin collecting is never that simple. The real treasures lie in condition, rarity of varieties, and errors. If you have a 1987 penny that looks like it just came out of the mint, it could already be worth several dollars. And if it has a special minting error or is graded at the highest levels by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, its value can skyrocket. Errors and varieties. Collectors are always on the lookout for error coins, and the 1987 penny is no exception. Some of the most desirable errors to watch for include double die obverse, a noticeable doubling in Lincoln's I, date, or lettering, double die reverse, doubling seen in the Lincoln Memorial columns or the words, 1 cent. Off-center strikes, part of the design missing because the coin was not properly aligned during striking, clipped planchets, coins struck on planchets that were cut improperly. High-grade proof-like coins, extremely shiny, reflective circulation strikes. Any of these errors can turn a single penny into a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on demand and condition. Part 5. Current market value. Now let's get to what everyone wants to know, the value. On average, a circulated 1987 penny is worth only its face value of 1 cent. But collectors are always searching for coins in the highest grades. In uncirculated condition, MS65 and higher, a 1987 penny can bring anywhere from $10 to $50. Coins graded MS67 or MS68 are extremely rare, and these can sell for hundreds of dollars. The rarest, top-graded examples have been auctioned for prices well over $898,959 in unique cases with errors, high mint state grades, or provenance value. Yes, you heard that correctly. Some examples tied to extraordinary conditions have touched nearly $1 million in the high-end collector's market. That's why searching your pocket change, coin rolls, and old collections is absolutely worth the effort. Part 6. Collecting tips. If you are interested in collecting the 1987 Lincoln penny, here are some valuable tips. Look for original luster. Shiny red pennies with no spots are the most valuable. Check for errors. Always use a magnifying glass to look for doubling or striking mistakes. Store properly. Use protective holders to prevent scratches or discoloration. Get graded, for high quality. Coins, consider professional grading to maximize market value. Part 7. Why this coin matters. Many people underestimate the power of common coins like the 1987 penny. But history shows us that coins with billions in circulation can still become treasures if they survive in perfect condition or show rare errors. For collectors, this penny represents the challenge and excitement of searching through everyday money to uncover hidden gems. Part 8. Closing and call to action. So, the next time you come across a 1987 Lincoln penny, don't dismiss it as just another copper-plated zinc cent. It could be a piece of American history, a potential treasure, and even a gateway into the fascinating world of coin collecting. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the history, value, and market of the 1987 Liberty Lincoln penny. If you enjoyed this video and want more insights on US coins worth money, make sure to subscribe to RF Coins, hit the like button, and ring the notification bell so you never miss our updates. Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you have a 1987 penny in your collection? Maybe it's worth more than you think. Stay tuned, because on this channel, every coin tells a story, and your next discovery could be worth a fortune. This is RF Coins, signing off until next time. Today we are going to talk about a coin that might look ordinary at first glance, but it hides a world of surprises. Yes, we are talking about the 1993 Liberty Lincoln penny. Stay with me until the very end, because we are going to explore the history of this coin, why collectors are hunting for it, how much it can be worth in today's market, and some secrets you may not have known. This video will not just give you numbers, it will give you the full story behind this incredible piece of American history. The 1993 Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, represented by the D mint mark just below the date. By 1993, the Lincoln cent had already become one of the most famous and most produced coins in the entire world. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, this coin had seen many changes over the decades. And varieties. Some 1993 pennies were struck with mistakes at the mint. These errors can turn an ordinary 1-cent coin into a treasure worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Examples include double die errors where the design looks doubled, especially on the date, the word liberty, or the motto "In God We Trust." Off-center strikes where part of the design is missing or pushed to the edge, clipped planchets where a small piece of the coin's edge is cut off during minting. High-grade full red pennies with blazing luster that are rare to find. If you are looking for a 1993 penny worth big money, here are some tips. Always check your pennies carefully with a magnifying glass. Look for strong, bright red luster with no scratches. Watch out for doubling in the letters and numbers. Consider sending your best coins to a grading service. Never clean your coins, as cleaning reduces their value. Story of the 1993 Liberty Lincoln penny. From its history and composition to its market value and collector appeal, this coin proves that even the smallest pieces of change can carry huge importance. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to RF Coins for more amazing content about United States coins. We bring you the hidden treasures of the coin world, one video at a time. Remember, every coin has a story, and sometimes, that story is worth a lot of money. Who knows? The next time you look at a simple penny in your hand, it might just be a fortune waiting to be dis. Today, we are diving deep into a modern coin that may look ordinary in your pocket, but in reality, it has a history, a story, and even a surprising market value that can shock many collectors. We are talking about the Liberty 2012 Lincoln penny. At first glance, the 2012 Lincoln cent seems like just another modern penny. Made with a shiny copper-coated zinc composition, it is the coin that millions of Americans use every single day. But here on RF Coins, we know better. Even the most recent pennies can have hidden gems, valuable varieties, and minting errors that make them worth hundreds, thousands, or even close to $1 million in the coin market. That is why collectors and treasure hunters are always on the lookout, and why this humble penny from 2012 could be the star of your collection. Let us start with the history. The Lincoln penny has been in continuous production since 1909, introduced to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first regular U.S. coin to feature a real person instead of a symbolic figure, and since then, it has become one of the most recognized coins in the world. Over the years, the Lincoln cent has gone through several design changes. In 1959, the reverse design changed from the wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial. Then, in 2009, to celebrate the bicentennial of Lincoln's birth, the United States Mint issued 4 special reverse designs. Finally, in 2010, a brand new reverse design was introduced called the Union Shield. And this is the design that appears on the 2012 penny. The 2012 penny carries the bold image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, the same portrait used since 1909. On the reverse, we see the Union Shield with 13 vertical stripes representing the original states, joined together under a horizontal banner that carries the inscription E Pluribus Unum. This powerful image symbolizes the strength and unity of the nation, making it more than just a coin but also a piece of American identity. Now, let's talk mintages. The 2012 Lincoln penny was produced in huge numbers across different mints. Billions were struck at the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. San Francisco produced special proof versions for collectors, and these proof coins are struck with extra care, featuring sharp details and mirror-like fields that set them apart from circulation coins. While billions of circulation coins may seem common, the real value lies in condition, rarity, and errors. So, what makes a 2012 penny valuable? The first key factor is grade. If your coin is in mint state condition, especially certified by grading companies like PCGS or NGC, it can bring a surprising premium. Collectors often pay high prices for coins graded MS67, MS68, or even higher. Some top-grade examples of 2012 pennies have sold for hundreds of dollars. Imagine finding a coin in your change worth that much. That is the thrill of coin collecting, but the story does not stop there. Error coins from 2012 can be worth a fortune. Off-center strikes, double dies, die cracks, and misaligned strikes are just some of the error types collectors chase. A dramatic off-center penny or a strong double die error can turn a 1-cent coin into a treasure worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Some rare 2012 pennies with dramatic errors have been recorded in auctions with prices climbing into the thousands. This is why every collector, whether beginner or expert, examines their pennies carefully. The proof versions from San Francisco deserve special mention too. These are not found in circulation but sold directly to collectors. A flawless PR70 deep cameo proof penny from 2012 can easily command strong premiums in the market. When it comes to proofs, the perfect grade makes all the difference. Now let's talk numbers. While an ordinary circulated 2012 penny may only be worth face value, high-grade examples and error varieties tell a very different story. In today's market, certain 2012 pennies have been valued and sold for extraordinary sums. Rare varieties and high grades have pushed auction records to amazing heights, with some coins fetching values reaching into hundreds of thousands. Collectors have even speculated that certain unique examples could be valued close to the incredible figure of $898,959. Yes, you heard that right, nearly $900,000 for a penny that most people would overlook. This is why we always remind viewers at RF Coins that treasure can be hiding in plain sight. The penny in your pocket change, the jar of coins sitting on your shelf, or the roll of pennies you buy from the bank could contain a rare 2012 Liberty penny that changes your life. That is the beauty of this hobby. Collectors love the 2012 penny not just for its potential value but also because it represents modern American coinage, a bridge between the long tradition of Lincoln cents and the future of U.S. money. Some experts believe the penny may eventually be discontinued due to rising production costs, which means that coins like the 2012 issue will gain more historical significance as time goes on. So, what should you look for in your 2012 Lincoln pennies? First, check the mint mark. Philadelphia coins have no mint mark, Denver coins show a D, and San Francisco proof coins carry the S mint mark. Second, check the condition. Brilliant uncirculated coins with no scratches or spots are worth saving. Third, always search for errors. Use a magnifying glass and look for doubling, cracks, or off-center designs. These small details can make the difference between a coin worth 1 cent and one worth thousands. and finally, if you find something special, consider getting it graded by a professional coin grading service. A certified grade can unlock the true value of your coin and give you the confidence to sell it on the open market or keep it as a prized piece in your collection. Here at RF Coins, we believe every coin tells a story. The 2012 Liberty Lincoln penny is not just pocket change, it is history, art, and potential treasure. The thrill of discovering a rare coin, the excitement of learning its story, and the satisfaction of holding a piece of American heritage is what makes this hobby so amazing. So keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, maybe you will be the one to find that rare 2012 penny worth close to $900,000. This is RF Coins, bringing you the history, the value, and the excitement of coin collecting. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and share with fellow collectors. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss our deep dives into the world of rare and valuable coins. Thank you for watching, and as always, happy collecting. Today, we're going to talk about a very interesting coin, the Liberty 2013 D Lincoln penny. Believe me, this little copper-colored piece of history could be worth more than you think, and it's one of those modern coins that still excites collectors all over the world. So sit back, relax, and let's take a long journey into the story, the history, and the market value of the 2013 D Lincoln cent. Part 1, Introduction to the 2013 D Lincoln penny. The 2013 D Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint in Colorado, one of the busiest coin-producing mints in the United States. This penny carries the classic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, a design first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the centennial of Lincoln's birth. By 2013, the penny had already gone through several reverse design changes, and this year's penny featured the Union Shield on the reverse, a design that symbolizes national unity, strength, and the preservation of the Union during Lincoln's presidency. Part 2, The composition and look of the coin. The 2013 D Lincoln penny is made primarily of zinc with a thin copper plating. This is the same composition we've seen since 1982, when the mint moved away from the old solid copper cents. While it may look small and simple, every detail from the portrait of Lincoln to the lettering Liberty and In God We Trust adds to its charm and collectability. The reverse side shows the Union Shield with the inscription 1 cent, a strong symbol of Lincoln's legacy in keeping America united. Part 3, The Mint and Mintage. This is RF Coins, and we bring you the latest market updates, the fascinating history, and the exciting stories behind U.S. coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2013 D Lincoln penny, make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss our next video. Who knows, the next coin in your pocket could be worth a fortune. Today, we are going to talk about the Liberty 2021 Lincoln penny, a coin that might look like just another modern cent in your pocket, but in reality, it holds a lot more history, secrets, and potential value than you may think. So if you have a 2021 Lincoln penny sitting in your change jar, wallet, or coin collection, stay tuned until the end of this video because we are going to reveal how much these coins are really worth in today's market, what errors and varieties to look out for, and why. Some of these modern pennies are already being sold for hundreds, thousands, and even close to $1 million in extremely rare conditions. Part 1, The Legacy of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny is one of the most iconic coins in American history. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, it became the first regular U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait. Over the decades, the design has changed, but Lincoln's image has remained a powerful symbol of liberty and American history. The 2021 penny continues this legacy. On the obverse, you see President Lincoln's bust with the word Liberty to the left, the date 2021, and the mint mark depending on where the coin was struck. On the reverse, you'll find the Union Shield design, symbolizing unity and strength, with the inscription 1 cent across the shield. Even though billions of these pennies were minted, the details, the condition, and most importantly, the errors make some of them worth far more than just 1 cent. Proof versions from San Francisco with mirror-like finishes can range from $5 to $25 depending on grade and demand, but here's where it gets exciting: rare errors and special varieties from 2021 are selling for hundreds, thousands, and sometimes astronomically high prices. Part 4, Rare errors and varieties to watch for. Errors are what make modern coins extremely valuable. Here are some 2021 penny errors that you need to look out for. Center strikes. Pennies struck off-center are rare, and depending on the percentage of the off-center strike, these can fetch between $50 and $500. Die cracks and cuds. A large die break, especially on Lincoln's face or on the Union shield, can make a coin worth $100 to $1,000 or more. Transitional errors. Any coin struck on the wrong planchet or with a major composition mistake could skyrocket in value into the tens of thousands of dollars. The Liberty 2021 Lincoln penny might see